Hey, hi, Ryan with Premier. Hey, how you doing? So, I am out here at a job in Webster, Massachusetts. This used to be 3 tennis courts that were dilapidated, really gone to shit. The town wasn't doing anything to try to fix them. So, I got this guy who I'll leave his name out for now until I find out how public he wants to be with all of this. Who said, you know what, I'm going to try to turn this into something. So they're turning it into something called Fustel ball or Fustel ball. I think it's like soccer or something. I don't know. But, you know, he tried to gather up a couple of companies to come in on this so that they could try to get it done for as cheap as possible. You know, they were looking for companies really to donate. So we donated the color portion of this job, or the labor, I should say. You know, a job like this on new asphalt, you're probably looking at about $24,000 to $27,000. 20 of that is labor. So we just did it for the cost of materials, and they found another company to do the paving portion of it. Unfortunately, that part of the process did not turn out that well. Just very haphazard, and I don't know, but the paving didn't come out that good. There's a lot of really rough spots in there. I guess this was a point of contention between the guy that set this up and the paving company themselves. They had to have him keep coming out to try to fix stuff. They had fucking plants growing through it. I think that there were even spots where, like, it doesn't even look like they cleaned it off. There's like rocks pushing up through. So when you're doing surface coatings, think about like you're painting a wall, okay? You're a painter, you're gonna paint, and you got a canvas that has chunks of other paint on it before you even start. It's like, how are you supposed to paint a masterpiece when your canvas is fucked? And what do I mean by that? Well, look at spots like this. Now, I don't know if, you know, you can see how that holds extra pigment, and it's really rough looking. Now, on a tennis or basketball court, this is a huge problem because this is going to affect the bounce of the ball. Now, I had a paver friend of mine who looked at these spots, who said it looks like they had a roller that was dry and it was just picking up pieces, maybe unbeknownst to the guy on the roller, or they just didn't care because it's a charity job, but it left these giant holes through this whole thing. And the guy called and complained, you know, and they came out and they just fucking took handfuls of asphalt and just kind of like put it in like they're filling a pothole. Like, look at this. You know, on game courts, everything has to be perfect because this is what it looks like when it's not, you know. And this is everywhere. This is the whole court, you know. There's either vegetation that was popping up and through. There's, you know, just giant holes everywhere in this thing. But, you know, we did our best. So today we are going to start the gray. And the inbounds are going to be blue. We've got 2 coats on the inbounds. And now we're going to put 2 coats of gray on the outbounds. And then we'll line it up. And that will be it. This was a cooperation. I believe Hometown Bank donated a bunch of money to help get this done. Cover costs and stuff like that. So, you know, thank you to them. And thank you to anybody who was willing to give up their time to help get this done. We would just ask, if you're going to help on charity projects like this, that you don't treat it like it's a freebie or that it's a charity job. You got to do your very best when you do stuff like this. And people could say, well, we did our best. And you didn't really. When you see the asphalt looking like that, if you know anything about paving and how game courts are and how the process of the latex goes down, then you don't leave it looking sloppy like that. You just don't, you know. And, you know, they paid $27,000 to have this capped, which is a, you know, fair price. But again, you can't treat charity jobs like, well, it's charity, so I don't have to do my best work, because, you know, it trickles down. It ruins every step past it, you know. So as hard as I'm going to try to make this look good, you know, those are still going to look like shit. Now, the guy says it is what it is. I fought with this company long enough. I'm not fighting with them anymore. There's no way. So it is what it is, and I don't really accept that answer, but, you know. I heard something in the woods. So, yep, more to come on this one.